All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Justin Clark here. Going to do my morning market analysis. But before I get into that, if you'd like to come on, say hello, let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you're seeing this live or on replay. And then I also want to mention this is going to be a special day today because we're launching the Crypto Edge podcast, Paul D'Souza and myself. And that's going to be super, super awesome. So that's actually coming up at noon. So in about 55 minutes, if you want to tune into that, get the latest crypto news, new coin listings, and also we're going to have an experienced trader on there that you can talk with, ask questions, etc. We're going to be firing off some questions at him as well. Should be a great time. So make sure that you make it to the Crypto Edge podcast coming up in about 55-ish minutes. And again, this is something that we are going to be doing either weekly or bi-weekly, this podcast, to keep everybody up to date on what's going on. Should be tons of value provided in this new podcast. So today, though, we're going to be looking at these coins. So if you want market analysis like this, or you want the Crypto Edge podcast or all this great content that we're producing, you want to just follow me on Facebook or x.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. And for those who are tuning in here and want to learn about trading and how to trade, there's a free bootcamp we have. You can get back with whoever introduced you to iCoinPro or shared this video with you, and they'll be more than happy to help you out. So you can also email support@iCoinPro.com. All right, let's get busy here. We're going to take a look at a chart called the MA Momentum chart. And this chart is one we use to really take a look at the bigger picture of what's going on with an asset, in this case, Bitcoin. We like to keep a really close eye on Bitcoin because for those who are new to these markets, Bitcoin's just a big bully. Whatever Bitcoin does, pretty much the whole rest of the crypto market does, almost without exception. Hey, Dennis, welcome. Good morning. All right, so we'll be going over that in just a second. For those who are members of iCoinPro, you can click on My iCoinPro Training. And if you want to learn how this MA Momentum, Moving Average Momentum chart works, you go to Micro Profit System Part 3, click on MA Momentum. And you can do that training really at any time. It's about a 40-minute-ish trading. And you can do it at any time during your 1-week course when you're learning how to trade with our system. All right, I'm going to pop over here into our iCoinPro trading portal. This is our custom software we built from the ground up to trade our strategy. And to get the MA Momentum chart, you go up here, click that, and then click on Load Chart Layout and click on MA Momentum. And that's going to go ahead and pull that up. Now, for the noobs here, let's explain some things. These red things and green things, these are called candles. They show what's happening with the price. Blech, not looking good for Bitcoin right now. Each of these candles, they show 1 day, 1 day worth of trading. So everything that happens in the day shows in this candle. These lines here are the moving averages. This shaded area, there's actually multiple moving averages, by the way. This light purple one, this one, and these 1, 2, 3, 4 here. These are all the moving averages. The moving averages just show areas of potential resistance or support for the price. The shaded area is a Bollinger Band, which we are breaking out of this 1-day Bollinger Band, heading potentially down. So that shows, potential breakout there of the Bollinger Band, which means we could see continuation occur and some undulating continual dipping. Could happen, don't know yet. For one quick thing about this chart setup and why it's so cool, when things are trading pretty much by and large above all of these moving averages, in particular when they are trading above this light purple moving average, that means that we're potentially building up bullish momentum and almost definitely not in a bear market and potentially in a bull market. On the flip side, when we get stuck below all of these moving averages, and in particular stuck below this light purple moving average, that means that we are potentially trading in a bearish market, almost definitely not in a bullish market, and need to process out all the fear and sellers in order to reconquer all those moving averages and start moving back up. So where are we right now? Yeah, we're trying to get some support here from It's the smooth moving average 100, this yellow line. You can see what's amazing about this, and the more you learn this chart setup and layout, boy, this market likes to obey this. The reason the market likes to obey these is because other traders are using them. So it's like just a hodgepodge of different indicators, these moving averages that other traders like to use. So it kind of gives us that idea of where a potential stopping point could be, generally a temporary one, either where it could bounce or where it might fall through and then explore lower. And again, what I covered with you, where you can tell kind of the overall momentum of the market potentially. So right now we have lost 89, 90,000. That's not good. It's sad. So we are heading kind of downward, and we just have to see what's going to happen next. The key here is we have to stay above about 85,000. That'll keep us over this moving average. It'll hopefully, hold up, and then we'll bounce. If we do bounce, then we have to reclaim 90K on the upside, and that would put us back inside this Bollinger Band here. So we're just going to have to see what happens. But 85K is key right now. 90K is key on the upside. So those are the two resistance areas that I'm looking. If we lose 85, then we're looking at 80. Wow. Crazy, right? So anything can happen here, and we'll just have to see. The one thing that's not super awesome is that these candles are staying thick-bodied. Usually when there's a quick bounce, you'll get this. Let's see how it looks like a pin. It's like it goes down. There were buyers there to gobble it up and propel it back up. There were some buyers here to put it back up into range, but then it traded sideways. Now we're getting kind of these thick body candles, which means the market is a little bit more convinced of the move. Maybe, again, everything's potential until it happens. I am not offering any investment advice here, and we don't invest at iCoinPro. We just trade this craziness. I've been outperforming Bitcoin since September 2019 when I perfected this system. So, again, we're not worried about where Bitcoin's going to be next week or in 2 weeks or 2 years. Could be at 200,000 or 2,000, and we would still be able to profit with the way that we trade with this system. Obviously, see all the disclaimers, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So that's where we're at right now. 85, 90, those are the key levels. We'll see what happens there today. One thing we do want to keep a close eye on, because we're still not out of the woods on this, the longs and the shorts on Binance. Longs are people betting Bitcoin's going up, usually with leverage. Shorts are people betting Bitcoin's going down, usually with leverage. Leverage means that it's super risky trading, right? They're borrowing money to exaggerate their gains and losses, and they can blow out their accounts in a hurry if the price starts moving too dramatically. Right now, the market is so confident that we're going to bounce here. We got 73.5%, 73.53% people long. Like everybody's like, no, we're going up. And whenever the market is overconfident like that, it can be a recipe for disaster. We could bounce 100% and start marching all the way back up and go to 200K for all I know. But there is a potential right now for what's called a long squeeze, which is where all of these overconfident people who keep longing every dip and buying every dip, they start to get liquidated, right? And then we hit a magic number where all of a sudden they start to get liquidated en masse, and that can cause a more dramatic drop in the price of Bitcoin. So we don't know what that price is, but the fact that this is over 70%, that's when we get into the danger zone where the long squeeze can potentially happen, okay? Will it happen? I don't know. What's the price it'll happen at? We don't know, but the potential is there. So if we're trading right now and all of a sudden the bottom just seems to fall out, long squeeze is happening pretty much. Okay. So you got to be aware of that. Slow down your ladder buying. If you're in a trade, take it very easy. All right. Maybe space it out by 4%, 5%. Sometimes I'll space out even more than that when it's dropping fast. Make sure you buy at the end of the 5-minute candles in the dip trade. Can be absolutely essential when you're dealing with a long squeeze and trading it. And that can make it actually really, really profitable. So again, those pointers, be slow to ladder buy, 3%, 4%, 5% spacing if the bottom starts to fall out and a long squeeze starts to happen. And buy near the end of the 5-minute candles once it's hit your next ladder buying target. Okay. All right. So that's sketchy. Until these get back to around 50, 60%, we are definitely in the danger zone still. And even though we got a bounce, it doesn't mean anything. We can easily plow right through 85K with that many longs and over leveraged people and stuff like that. All right. What's hot and what's not to trade? Oh, this was such a nice trade this morning I had. This was a coin B3, and I just happened to catch it in a big old dumperoo. And then it just had such a nice return. The spread, the reason why I waited so long, the spread wasn't super big on this bubble. It was only like 3.4%. And it just was kind of creeping along. Not a lot of great movement, the volume was a little bit low, and just dipped. And then it just really dipped. And I just got in with one position, but then I set a stop loss and was able to just ride that all the way up here and sell it for a nice $300 in my pocket. Put that in my pocket any day. Great trade this morning on B3. I put it in the chat box when I saw the trade. Okay, so what's hot and what's not for potentially trading? So we look at volume and potential profit. Cato is definitely up there on the list. Good volume, pretty good potential profit. Definitely IPUSD. This is my top one to trade. People seem very excited about this. Did we just set a new high? Almost set a new high here for it. So IPUSD and Cato are two that we're looking at for good potential trades. And then obviously B3 was really good. So that was one on that big dump there. But as far as like buddy coins that I'm really watching right now, IP and Cato, I guess Kaito, I don't know, whatever, KAITO. Those are the two that I'm really keeping a close eye on, with IP being the preferred one based on volume. So those are my two good buddy coins. And then of course, you let the tracking software do its job and find you whatever else is hot. This tracker finds when things are just dipping. This one finds when things are blowing up, and this one finds when things are dumping. And then of course, we just push all of that awesomeness right to your smartphone. So you know exactly what's up and what's going on. All right, so that's my buddy coins. That's the levels to watch. Gosh, we are not out of the woods at all. Super risky area. So please stay safe out there, everybody. And if we lose 85 right away, like it just keeps going, and those people could start getting liquidated at some point, and it could really cause some more drama, which will be great for us. But yeah, tough for the market and holders right now. All right, everybody, have a wonderful afternoon. Again, if you want to learn how to trade these crazy crypto markets, go ahead and get back with the person who introduced you to iCoinPro or shared this video with you. And they will be more than happy to get you the free boot camp. And again, if you want market analysis like this, pretty much. Oh, you can also shoot an email to support@icoinpro.com if you need the free bootcamp. And you can also follow me on Facebook or x.com, or subscribe to our YouTube channel to get market analysis like this pretty much on the daily. And lastly, join us for the Crypto Edge here at noon. It's our new podcast that we're launching here, sponsored by iCoinPro, which will be super awesome. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and let's see what happens today with this potential long squeeze. Stay safe, everybody. All right, bye-bye now.